Here with Alaska Anchorage head coach Chris Green, to his left Vera Pluharova, and to his right Ellen Floyd, after a tough 3-1 defeat in the opening round of the NCAA West Regional. First, coach, just an opening statement about tonight's match.
You know, I think we played well in the first set. They had a couple serving runs on us, and they were able to catch up and take that first game. I think that was that was a huge win for them. I was very proud of our team in the second set to come back and continue not to be defeated from that first game loss, and play well enough to get the second set win. And we struggled offensively in the third set with San Bernardino's tough serves, and then played pretty well in set 4, but just couldn't quite match them offensively.
Ladies, what did you see happening that was allowing you to have that momentum in the first and second sets to really push them to their limits?
I think what was happening on our side of the court was that we really had some strong enthusiasm, and we were all really excited to be there and to play the #1 seed as the #8 seed. And the other teams that have had some major upsets in other regions and in our own region, I think that was really exciting and something that we were striving to do in that first set. And so I think that really helped push us.
Yeah, we were really excited to play. We had nothing to lose because everyone expected San Bernardino to win, so we just went out and we played hard. Yeah, we played the best when we enjoyed it, and I think that the first 2 sets we did have fun on the court.
Coach, I saw you guys play Western Washington a couple of weeks ago, up there, and I felt like you guys were a scrappy bunch, a physical bunch, but you guys look so much better tonight than you did that night, and you guys even lost in 4 that night. How far has this group come in a short amount of time? Because you were telling me, what was it, the back end of a 4-match road trip, right? Because of COVID makeups?
Yep. I think we throughout the season, our first half of GNAC we were undefeated. So the second half we struggled a little bit because of some longer road trips against maybe some tougher teams. But yeah, tonight we played some of the best volleyball, I think, maybe in set 1 and set 2, and so that's always, as a coach, we're happy to see that when we're playing some good volleyball at the end of the season.
Ladies, you guys put up a very physical block as any team in this region. You come out, you get a couple of good touches, you terminate a couple of blocks. Just how much does that help you, get fired up as you're the massive underdog against the regional #1?
Blocker.
Yeah, I mean, they have really good hitters. And for me as a blocker, when I know that they have a really good hitter, I really want to go and block her. And I'm pretty sure that Akora, she feels the same way. So you just want to go out and block everyone. Yeah, you just have the drive in you. Yeah.
And especially since they were the #1 seed and we were the underdogs, it was really exciting to kind of knock down their confidence a little bit when you go up and put up a strong block and you're like a wall on the net. That's really exciting, and then they have to figure out how to get around you or how to change what they've been doing, because obviously, we adjusted to them, so they had to learn how to adjust to us as well.
Second straight time you guys have played San Bernardino in the regionals. I believe you guys played them in 19-2, if memory serves. How were the 2 matches different? Were they the same? Did you guys play better one time than the other?
In 2019, we played them second round. We lost in 4 as well. I know we played 2 sets pretty tight with them. This tonight, I think, we played 3 that were pretty tight. So, maybe tonight was a little better for us. Statistically better than it was 2 years ago, for sure. You mentioned the blocking. I think early on we did a good job of, shutting down Alexis, but then she ended up with a bunch of kills anyway. But it was a good first game, and they adjusted very well and played some great defense. San Bernardino played great defense, and even a lot of the hits that we thought would go down, they were able to be scrappy and keep them off the ground.
This is the 14th straight winning season, if I remember reading my notes right. Just talk about just how big that is for this program. I mean, Anchorage is not an easy place to recruit to, I would imagine, right? I mean, you're dealing with recruiting mainly in-state kids, I would imagine, or in internationals.
Well, we have 3 internationals this year, but that has not been a lifeblood of our program. Maybe this year is the most we've ever had. We've had a lot of local talent that have stayed, but this year we only have 1. No, we have 2. We have 2 players that are from Alaska, so it hasn't been a huge draw for us recently. We want it to be. It's a good accomplishment. We're lucky enough to get some good enough players, good enough talent to compete. At within the GNAC, and it is tough to recruit. But hey, we have a volunteer assistant coach who's from San Bernardino, and she loves the cold. So it has to be a special type of player, and we have one of the best facilities. I don't know if you've been up there, but we have one of the best facilities.
Oh, I've seen it on TV. Yeah, I love it.
So, it's easy to recruit to a place like that, and it's a beautiful place. Anchorage is a beautiful place.
Yeah. Really briefly, Vera showed incredible dedication to the program over 5 years, staying in Anchorage throughout the COVID season, and just kind of reflect back on your time from the beginning, what you thought you might do when you got here, and how you feel now about your experience at UAA.
Yeah, it's been an amazing experience. Yeah, it wasn't always easy, especially my freshman and sophomore year. I didn't do as good as I thought I would, but then I kept working hard and it paid off. And luckily, thanks to COVID, I got an extra year. I'm so thankful for it. And Alaska is a special place, and I fell in love with the cold and the mountains and the snow and everything. Yeah, I would do it again if I could.
Ellen, real quick. Ellen, you've been here before. Talia and Eve had been here before, got some NCAA experience. But talk about thinking about next year already. What this match tonight is going to mean for the kids, Riley, the core, the ones that hadn't really played in the NCAAs before.
I think coming out here and playing a number 1 seed like San Bernardino, it really makes you realize and kind of wakes you up like what competition is outside of just our conference. And our conference is pretty strong. I mean, we had 4 seeds here in the West region. So just seeing other teams play and, coming out and playing as well as we did in those first 2 sets and even the 4th, being that close to them and knowing that we can fight just as hard as they do, it's really exciting. And I think that it'll make them realize that we can do like more than people think like people from Alaska can do. And I think that this loss is going to really put a fire under our seats, and I think next year we'll be back and ready to do better.
Ladies, take me through what the COVID non-year was like. Did you guys get to, from the time they sent you guys home and to the time you get back, were you guys able to do anything in the gym, or just was everything on Zoom and all that stuff, like a lot of other programs? Because I know, like Mario at Central Washington said his team had gotten to play like 7 matches or something like that in the spring of that year, of 2020. And I'm just curious as to what you guys were able to do during that break.
In 2020, we all got sent home, and we didn't see each other until the following fall, right?
Yes, I believe.
Yeah, so it was probably the longest break that we all got, but at the same time, we were so excited to get back on the court and play, because that's the sport that we all love to do. So it's our passion, and we were all excited to just get back and start playing some volleyball. Yeah.
Did you find that the break maybe reinvigorated things in the gym a little bit when you got them back?
Yeah, we did come back in the fall of 2020 and practiced, and then in the spring we competed. We played 15 matches in the spring, so we did compete. I think the one thing that COVID made us, it made us thankful that we were able to be out, and made us thankful that we were able to play this great sport. And we missed it. We missed not being able to have a true fall season. And I think this year we were grateful also to get back to semi-normal.
Gotcha. And then last question I have will be, ladies, Coach talked about a special kind of player to want to play in Anchorage in Alaska. Talk about what that term special player means to you.
To me, I really think it just means finding your family and finding someone who you believe in as a coach and as a team. So I think every collegiate volleyball team recruits a special player for their own college. And for Alaska, for me, it was believing in our core values as a team and really understanding that we are a family and believing that Coach is here to push us and make us the best players that we can be, and to not make it easy all the time, and to, continue working hard so that we can come to this tournament every year.
Yeah, for sure. Most of us don't have families in Alaska or friends, and when you come up, the team is your family, and you really have to believe in it. So we have each other, and we know it. So that's what makes the special player.
I'm good, Jess.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.